Hey everyone, this is Jane with Barlow Herbal, and today is January 2nd of 2022. And I wanted to bring forth the message, the simple message of gratitude. This has been something that I've been thinking about pretty much all through the month of December. And it's one of those things that sometimes we just need a gentle reminder to be grateful. So I made a little list of things I just wanted to share with you really quick and maybe put a little spark that will just remind you to walk through your day with the lens and the eyes of gratitude. So the first one is just to send a text. Send a text that you are grateful for someone, you love them, you're thinking about them. Um, this to me is super easy and it's super powerful, and it's one of the blessings that we have from technology. Keep a gratitude journal. That one we've heard for years, right? And if you don't have one yet, push into this new year with the idea of a gratitude journal and just write down, take a minute, first thing when you wake up, and then maybe right before you go to bed, just to write down a couple things that you're grateful for. And it's just a nice little reminder of all the blessings that you have in your life. Take a pause before you have a meal. Now, this is something that we grew up doing. We would all bow our heads and we would give thanks for the food that we were blessed with, the fact that we had a meal that was being prepared, and that we would bless it to nourish us. And this is one of those things that I think as modern humans, especially if maybe you have flowed out of the upbringing that you grew up with, where maybe you did that like I did, and then we forget to just take a pause. You could even do that just silently with yourself. You know, like really take a look at what's in front of you and give thanks for it. Because I think sometimes we eat mindlessly. We don't realize everything that went into bringing this meal to the plate. Everyone that grew it, at the person who prepared it, that might even have been you. You could give grace and thanks to yourself for having the abundance to make yourself a meal. So to me, that is a really important one. Run your errands with gratitude. Give thanks to the person who is your cashier. Give thanks to the person who does service for you. This will not only help you walk through your day with gratitude, but it will put a spark of joy into the person that you give grace to and that you give gratitude to. That one is so fun to do. This is like a deep habit for me at this point, partly too because that's how my parents were. My parents were both gregarious, they were both extroverts, and they were always making friends and always interacting with people that they came in contact with, whether they were, like I said, a cashier or someone that was serving them. Um, it's a wonderful way to walk through life. Do a body scan. Lay down. Sit if you're sitting there, and take just a minute and think, I am so grateful for my feet. They move me up and down the stairs. They help me dance. I can hug some. So do a body scan and give thanks for your knees. Give thanks for your digestive system. Give thanks for your eyes to see, your throat to speak, your ears that you can hear. We forget because these things work automatically for us for the most part. And then what happens is if something does go wrong, then we're like, oh, and hopefully it's a temporary thing, but give thanks, do a body scan and give thanks for all of the parts of your body that serve you and work for you. It's actually a really nice reminder. I love to do that during meditation. And there are some guided meditations that actually will walk you through that and will walk you through, pay attention to your feet right now. What do they feel? And then maybe, are you feeling grounded? It's a really beautiful thing to think about that. And then two things that kind of go together. Consider your clothes. What did it take to get clothes on your body? These things are so abundant and so automatic, and in a way, a bit of a throwaway kind of a thing, that we really don't give thanks and gratitude for the clothes that we have. And this is especially something that dials in for me in the wintertime when it gets so cold here in Utah. The fact that I layer up and gloves and hats and, I kind of had this thing about jackets and coats. And so I have this lovely little collection of warm jackets. And every time I go outside with a few layers on and this warm jacket, I'm always reminded to be grateful. So the clothes, be grateful for your clothes. Um, your shower, like, okay, this one, I thought this was really, I was thinking about this as I was taking a warm shower. This was just this morning. I was like, okay, it's really cold outside and I have this warm home and I can step into this place where water just automatically turns on and I now can shower in comfort and pure luxury if you think about it. And for the most part, I think, and I've gone through my life, periods of my life like this too. Jump in the shower, I've got so much on my mind. I've got this I'm angry about. I've got that I'm worried about. I've got this I'm looking forward to. I've got this I've got to do. And I'm not really paying attention to what I'm experiencing and having gratitude for the simple luxury of a warm shower. And this also goes along with just simply having clean water to drink and to shower us. So those are some easy things that we just don't normally take a minute and appreciate. You could go through your whole day, your whole life, in almost every moment and have something to be grateful for. This totally changes it. Give thanks to the people who are in service to you, your garbage man, your mail person, the person who, um, you know, gets all the vegetables perfectly ready at the grocery store, and all you have to do is put them in your cart and take them home and prepare them. And there's layers. There's layers, not just the person who got them ready in the grocery store, but the person who, grew them. I mean, there's just so many layers of gratitude that we can really think about during the day. Now, the last one, this is really this is something I've been actually thinking about a lot. This is to give thanks for your angels, the people that you feel the frequencies and presence of, not just in the physical, not here with the people that you get to interact with, because we all have angels in our lives that make us feel better, that are always there for us, who always be a listening ear. We have those living angels. And this past year has been really, really impactful for me in feeling the energies and frequencies of angels that have passed on for me. My mom has been in and out this past year. Interestingly, she passed away, it'll be 8 years in February. And she's been she's been more active this year, as far as me feeling her presence than she has during the rest of the time since she passed on. Now, my dad has kind of been around me and a lot. And he actually passed away 24 years ago yesterday. He passed away on January 1st. And today is January 2nd. I'm making this video. But my dad's presence has always been very, very strong. But interestingly, this year, toward the end of the year, my father-in-law, who passed away, it'll be 9 years this coming year, he has been showing up I just see his twinkling eyes and his sparkling face and his quick sense of humor and his intelligent thoughts and his grin. I mean, he just was this beautiful soul that I got to spend the last 17 or 18 years of his life with him as part of my life. And my dad had already passed on when I met my husband and got to meet his dad. And then we spent time, with my mother-in-law and my father-in-law. We would go out to dinner. We would have them over for dinner. We would go to the symphony. We would, all of these things that I got to experience with my father-in-law during the last part of his life was very, very enriching in my life. And this last part of this year, I feel his presence. And I feel like there are these, powerful influences in my life that have really, I feel them. And I don't know what else to say. I don't know if you believe what you believe, but it is a strong, powerful, everything's going to be okay. You keep doing what you're doing. We've got you. It's an interesting thing to describe. And so part of what I've been giving a lot of gratitude for are my living angels and the angels that I know that are their spirit and their energy is with me, and we all have access to that. And I think if we recognize that and we tune into it, it might be something that's completely woo-woo for you, and it just doesn't resonate with you, and that's fine. Uh, we all have our path through this life, and it's very beautiful when you can walk through every moment of your day and just remember to be grateful. And you don't have to spend a whole lot of time with it, and it will just become automatic after a while. In fact, one little thing that kept coming up to me as I was thinking about this video is, you are who you practice to be. You are who you practice to be. And I think I'm just going to leave it right there. So I hope you have a brilliant first week of January. This year is going to be extra special. I don't know exactly why I feel that way. I mean, there's some things that have just been kind of coming into my awareness. And I really, I can't really verbalize that to you, but I know that there is a huge rise in consciousness. I see sparks every day. And to me, this is where self-care is not a luxury. Self-care is a necessity. You know, take care of yourself. Get that massage. Um, Separate and read a good novel. Back off from technology for a while and read a good book. Spend time with people that you love. Make a nice meal. Invite people, or like self-care. Really think about what is going to be nourishing your body. Feed yourself good food. Take a break and get into nature as often as you can. I think that this year is the year of self-care, because there's going to be so many things exposed that we need to be prepared for. And we need to stay strong, and we need to take care of this physical body and our spiritual body as well. So thank you for being there. I hope you have an absolutely brilliant January this first week. And as usual, I love you, and I really appreciate you being there. And don't forget to get out, smell the roses, and give some gratitude. Talk to you soon.